Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today we're back here in Blackpool for the first time in 2023.
So we've come to check out the season launch, which is going to showcase everything that the park has to offer for this season.
Yeah, we came to this last year and it was a really good event, previewing things that are new for the year and also as well talking about the events at Pleasure Beach. Of course, last year at the season launch there was a big focus on the reopening of Valhalla. The ride has been closed since the end of the 2019 season. That's over 3 years. Last year we were promised that Valhalla was going to reopen. There was advertisements all throughout the town. Along with that, the park really hyped it up at the season launch, and unfortunately it just didn't happen, did it, last year?
I'm really hoping that we find out more today.
Fingers crossed we do. I mean, this has gone on for a long time. Valhalla is a world famous dark water ride that we all love. I've missed that feeling. I'm starting to forget what it's like coming off that ride dripping wet through, absolutely soaked.
No.
You know, I can't wait for that again. I'm sure Charlotte's looking forward to it.
Wait.
But honestly, I've missed that feeling, you know, so I cannot wait to get back on there. Hopefully today we find out a little bit more, even if we can't have an exact opening date yet, at least a month to look forward to, or even a season, just to build the hype again, because all the hype for Valhalla has really been lost, especially last year with it not reopening. So fingers crossed we can build a bit more of that hype today, and maybe a little teaser of what to expect more in the ride. I mean, last year they gave a little sneak peek at some new concept art and a few other bits.
More bits.
Yeah, I really hope so. I mean, I think now to really build the excitement we need an opening date and some pictures of the inside, to be honest.
100%.
Not giving away the full game, because obviously we still want that surprise, just something. But of course, along with that, there's a lot of other things happening this year, including 100 years of the Big Dipper wooden roller coaster. That's currently having an overhaul, so maybe we might see some sneak peek pictures of what to expect from that, possibly.
I'm really looking forward to it. It will look nice and fresh.
Yeah, they're also putting on new events this year as well. They've got the new Pleasure Beach Club, what they've put together, and yeah, in fact the first one's coming up in a couple of weeks time, so we're going to be coming down to that, and that's like a behind the scenes tour of Derby Racer and Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, I love Wallace and Gromit, so I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, and it's nice to see the park doing official events like this, kind of like Walk the Big One, Walk the Woody, them things they've done for quite a few years, but now kind of running the club and having all these different behind the scenes events, like a fan club for the park, so it's really nice and positive to see them doing that. Along with that, there's always lots of events, hot ice to look forward to. Yeah, we love hot ice, so we're really excited to get into the event and of course find out more about what's coming up. It's held in the Globe Theatre, which is right next door to the park entrance. Shall we go and head inside?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's a little bit chilly out here this afternoon, so hopefully it's nice and warm in there, and fingers crossed it warms up for the weekend. The park opens this Saturday, and we're going to be here of course on Sunday. We're at Alton Towers for the opening day, for the Curse at Alton Manor, and then of course we'll be down here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Right, let's go and get into the season launch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 2023 Blackpool Pleasure Beach launch. It's showtime! Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for the gorgeous Sarah Ward and your stage word dancers!
Please welcome your hosts and compers, Scott Gallagher and David Cross. Hey, we're here. Oh, all right. Yes. What a start, what a start. Good afternoon, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name's David, this is Scott, and we are your hosts and compers for your Blackpool Pleasure Beach launch 2023. What are you doing? We've got lots coming up this year, lots of fantastic things, and lots of people coming to tell you all about it today, including some breathtaking rides.
Breathtaking rides!
Some spectacular shows and events.
Spectacular shows and events!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm using this voice to add drama to proceedings!
Come on, we don't need drama. Come here, come here. In fact, you know what? I've got something you don't know about yet.
Oh, take
Nobody knows about. Something really, really big. Something epic. Yeah, something epic.
Oh, it must be good as used epic twice.
Yeah,
That's good bit.
A little something this year involving Vikings. Well, right now it's my pleasure to invite to stage the man of the moment that's going to tell you and show you about everything you can expect this year here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. He's our marketing, sales and PR director. Without further ado, put your hands together and we'll go off stage the wonderful James Potts.
Good afternoon and welcome to Blackpool Pleasure Beach's 2023 season launch. I'm here today to tell you what is happening at Pleasure Beach this season, and there's more reasons than ever for you, your family, your guests, your friends to visit us this year. So let's take a look. What better place to start than this weekend, March 18th, as we open the park. We've had a busy winter works programme, including the retrack of the big one. We're also giving the Big Dipper a glow up in preparation for its 100th birthday in August, but more on that later. It's so exciting to be able to open the park and see the return of guests to our rides after what feels like an eternity. Our main season starts on April the 1st, ready for the Easter holidays, and goes right the way through to November as we bring back our winter weekends. This year, we will again be spending £1.6 million on marketing to bring visitors to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and to the resort of Blackpool. Our 2023 season passes are on sale and we have a limited number still available. We're delighted to confirm that once again, this year, your season pass from here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach will get you access to Isla Magica, Portaventura, Liseberg, Europa Park, Efteling, and new to the scheme this year, Emerald Park in Ireland. Now if you're a fan of the park, you can now join the official Blackpool Pleasure Beach fan club. Joining this club gives you exclusive access to exclusive merchandise and fan club events, with the first, which is already sold out, taking place on Sunday the 26th of March. You can still join our fan club by signing up online. New for 2023, we have our Twilight Thrill Nights, an opportunity to take on the park in those twilight hours with 10 AM to 9 PM opening times, giving guests a full 11 hours of riding, offering incomparable value for money. The first event is in April during our main half term. The dates for all our Twilight Thrill Nights and other events are listed on the reverse of the park map, which is available in the foyer after today's show. So as I mentioned, this year is the Big Dipper's 100th birthday, and it's another great reason to celebrate here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We're holding a party for the Big Dipper on August 23rd, and guests who attend will receive a commemorative ticket and certificate, as well as the opportunity to ride this iconic roller coaster. As many of you know, Blackpool Pleasure Beach just wouldn't be the same without our ever popular late night riding and fireworks events, and our 2023 season is no exception. We have 4 fantastic nights with 12 hours of riding culminating in a spectacular fireworks display over these iconic rides. New for 2023, you can now join Patrick and Squidward down on Nickelodeon Land. You can take part in SpongeBob's Tighty Whitey game, help Squidward with his art, and of course win prizes during the process. Included in your admission once again this year is our Oktoberfest event in the Hull. This will include everything you would expect, from traditional Bavarian sausages, pretzels, steins of beer, and our resident German Umpar band, the amazing Bavarian Stompers. This takes place every Saturday in September in the Hull. Halloween on Parks is the return of the ever-popular Lugerrock and Septimius, as well as roaming characters handing out spectacular frights. The 28th of October will see the park turn into Vampire Pleasure Beach, where guests are encouraged to get involved in the spooky goings-on by joining us in a fancy dress, with our annual fancy dress competition, Halloween-themed games, and on-park entertainment taking place as usual. Finishing the season, we have our amazing winter weekends, which return for 2023 after a very successful 2022. And what better way to spend the weekend than in the crisp air and some exhilarating rides right here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. The park will be open every weekend in November, with our season closing on November 26th. We're delighted to announce that we have a brand new shop in the casino building, the Pleasure Beach store, which is due to open in April and will sell the park's full range of merchandise with lots of new, exciting products arriving throughout the season. Our high adventure experiences are already on sale, with Walk the Big One XL, and this year, celebrating the Big Dipper's 100th birthday, Walk the Woody 100. These experiences offer enthusiasts the unmissable opportunity to explore areas of the park and rides that others would simply dream of. Now, it just wouldn't be Blackpool Pleasure Beach without a spectacular lineup of shows and events. And we do not disappoint for the 2023 season. Illusion kickstarts the season of shows here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach on the 31st of March, running all the way through until the 16th of April, with a fantastic and mysterious magic show. Ken joins us on Saturdays throughout the season, starting here in the Horseshoe on April 8th, running right the way through until November the 11th. Now, something new for this year is our Eurovision Fan Zone. Join us on the night of May 13th with Eurovision Live, while participating in competitions and games as you and your table try to come out on top. Tickets are on sale now, but be warned, they are selling quickly. Craig Christian and Liz Best return for their 7th season here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in the Horseshoe Bar, from the 24th of June through to the 2nd of September. The hilarious ventriloquist and America's Got Talent winner Paul Zerdin is back with us Fridays and Saturdays throughout August in the Horseshoe Bar with his trusty sidekick Sam for a show you just don't want to miss. And Circus of Horrors are bringing their brilliant rock show combined with amazing, bizarre, daredevil circus acts back to the Globe Theatre right here from the 26th of October through to the 31st of October. They will also be performing their Addams Family friendly matinee on selected dates. Journey to Hell promises to be bigger and better than ever for 2023. This event has grown each year, and I'm pleased to announce that last year's winning format returns, with 3 roaming mazes, including some thrilling and spectacular rides, and tickets for this event are on sale now. Now, you may have noticed one glaring omission from this amazing lineup of shows and events. That is, of course, Hot Ice. Hot Ice and more and more and more opens Thursday, 6th of July, with a cast of over 30 skaters from around the world, starring Olympians and world champions to deliver this mesmerising new show. So let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, I did mention at the top of the day that we are bringing something epic for you. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to bring on the Vikings. What you've just seen there is a short promotional video for Valhalla. Now, it's no secret that we intended to reopen Valhalla
after its reimagining in 2022. Unfortunately, Brexit, a global pandemic and the knock-on supply chain issues, as well as a few other unexpected hurdles, meant that despite everyone's best efforts, that simply was not possible. Even with us working right down to the 11th hour of last season. However, the engineering, electrical, paint, model, creative and operations teams here at Pleasure Beach have been working flat out, and I am pleased to say Valhalla is nearly ready.
James, just 1 second. Good afternoon, everyone, but I just have to tell you, I've just come from the engineering department, and they tell me that Valhalla will be having technical rehearsals, so that means you can go for a sneaky peek ride on it, I guess, from mid-April, maybe early April. So just keep looking at the Pleasure Beach website and we'll announce when in April it will be open for you to enjoy a technical rehearsal. I've got bets on that the M55 might be open first, but I'm hoping that all our engineers and everyone working hard at Pleasure Beach will get Valhalla right for you this year. It will be here and it will be this April. Thank you.
That's what we wanted.
Thank you, Amanda. So there you go. As Amanda has just announced, we are delighted to confirm that Valhalla will be open for technical rehearsals this April. Now to talk to us more about Valhalla, please welcome back Scott Gallagher, joined by Andy Highgate, Director of Operations, and Adam Slevin, Director of Creative, Design and Experience.
Please, one more time, a big round of applause. Andy Highgate and Adam Slevin. Take a seat, gentlemen. Oh, I feel like the Jonathan Ross show, I really do. Right, gentlemen, thank you first and foremost for taking some time, taking time to come and speak to us today. We've just been told, Andy, we'll come to you first, we've just been told that the fantastic Valhalla will be having technical rehearsals from April. But myself, along with many people here, I'm just wondering, what is a technical rehearsal, Andy? If you could please enlighten us.
A technical rehearsal is a great opportunity for us to run the ride and iron out those little bits, the bits that people really love about the ride, to make sure it's perfect. But the great thing, if you're a guest, is that you still get the opportunity to come on the ride a little bit early before the ride officially opens. So that's a technical rehearsal.
Absolutely amazing. That's going to be happening from April. Adam, we've just been talking backstage, and you've been saying pretty much from start to finish this process is almost nearly a 3-year window. What have you been up to in 3 years?
Well, we've been very busy with this boat ride, but we're in the closing stages now. But I suppose just to explain to everyone, Valhalla is a very complicated ride system. Because we've got not just the ride system, but we've got so much happening in that space. We have a huge ride, we have a lot of water, and we have gas and fire effects, and juggling all those things in that in one space is actually quite challenging. And as James mentioned, we have had global supply chain issues. There's parts coming from America, Australia, the Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland. So it has been quite challenging, but we're in the closing stages now.
So it really has been an international team effort then.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you were saying before something about you've had music specially composed and written for the ride.
Yes, we have, which there was a little bit of in that video. But we actually have, I think, nearly 3/4 of an hour of Valhalla music total.
Amazing. Andy, obviously, it has been a long time since we waited for Valhalla. We are so excited. I know you're a massive fan of Valhalla. How excited are you, and what aspects of the ride are you excited about having Valhalla back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach?
I'm a huge fan of the ride, and from an operational perspective, it's a fun ride to operate, but I think, like everybody now, we're just keen for people to be able to get back on this world-class water ride.
No, massively. Are we all excited about it back? Adam, you've been a massive part of obviously putting the new ride together. What's What's made this different? The reimagination of Valhalla. What things can we expect? Are we allowed to know?
I'm not going to do spoilers because I think it's much nicer when you go on the attraction and discover them for the first time. But when we were first thinking about this project, we knew there was stuff about the ride that people loved, and we knew there were things we wanted to improve and change, and some new things we wanted to put in. So, as you mentioned, we do have a brand new soundtrack for the ride. We have a whole new lighting system throughout the whole ride. We have new scenes, we have improved scenes, we have new physical effects. I'm not going to spoil anymore. But also, we've been thinking about something that people won't necessarily notice, and we hope they don't, is we're trying to be sustainable in what we're doing, so that we are being less consumptive of perhaps gas, and we've been looking into clever ways of getting around that, and we think we've achieved it.
Oh, great stuff. Well, we are so excited. One last question for you both. Will you still get wet?
Yes.
Of course you will. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited. Valhalla back April 2023.
That's what we wanted. Fantastic.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What an announcement.
Today, Valhalla back to technical rehearsals, April 2023. Let's have one more look. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Valhalla.
Woo!
ladies and gents, thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. But Dave, what else can these beautiful people expect?
That's it, it's not the end. Straight after this, we invite you outside the front through the wicket gates where you can enjoy some rides and get ready for it, some complimentary donuts. And at 5 o'clock, as James said before, celebrating its 25th anniversary, Passage de Terror will be open.
If you're brave enough. Ladies and gents, just before we do finish, will you please join us in giving a massive round of applause, creating this whole afternoon, Mr. James Cox, ladies and gentlemen, come on. And ladies and gents, working very hard backstage, up there in the dogs as well, all the technical staff here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gents. Only one last thing for myself and Dave to say, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, it's finale time.
we got the announcement that we wanted there, and in Blackpool showbiz glam as well.
Oh, I'm so happy that we had an announcement.
Honestly, like, I'm tearing up.
I know,
Like, you know,
so good
just to
to
finally hear that announcement. And something else I'm really excited to see for the first time in a good few years, these waterfalls are on. Look at this, here we go. This is what we wanted to see. The waterfall's back on, mist rising out the station, all this is ready to go. I remember us saying at the end of last season, we really need to see this all cleared and ready to open. And look at this shot, this is fantastic.
This looks really good what they've done here. I know I don't like water rides, but I'm looking forward to getting back.
We've got the music playing just there as well. Oh, so overwhelming just finally coming in to see this. This is what we needed from Blackpool Pleasure Beach with Valhalla, and they've done it. It might be later than we all wanted, and I think it's much later than the park wanted. You heard kind of Amanda Thompson's frustration in that when she came running onto the stage, you know.
Finally!
This is it.
I know,
Like,
I'm
all
so
the construction
excited.
fences are gone. We're all ready to ride Valhalla, and it could be happening within the next few weeks. Technical rehearsals starting this April at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But for me, for now, just standing here, seeing the fences down, seeing that awesome new sign, all the mist coming out and the waterfalls back on is enough for me. It's making me really emotional. This is one of my favourite ever rides. I've grew up loving Valhalla, and I cannot wait to see what they've done inside. We're going to have a closer look because we believe the ride's actually cycling round as well. Fantastic. Oh my God, look at this. I never thought we'd see the day. Boats cycling round just here. Look at these, the black boats now on Valhalla. There we go, look at that. As we can see, no other changes, no lap bars on the boats. Obviously that was rumored for a little while. Look at this. A little sneak peek, that's all we can see inside just here. Looking in, the Valhalla. Oh my God, just to see the boats going round. Absolutely fantastic. Blackpool Pleasure Beach, this is how to really build the hype again. After us all losing that hype, it's all come back today, just seeing this. Look at this, we're over on the other side now, obviously at the end of the ride. The boats look really nice, painted black just there as well. Of course, confirmation, no lap bars have been added onto there. But there's a look at the waterfall, just running around. Honestly, it's making me really emotional just seeing this. How are you feeling, Charlotte?
Honestly, it's what we needed. It's such an exciting time, so I can't wait to get back in and see what they've done.
To come out of the globe and just see this.
That.
But I think they realise now, and even themselves when they were talking about it, they realise this has gone on for long enough. So just to actually come out, see the area open up, see the ride cycling, and have confirmation that we're going to be riding this within weeks is really exciting. Valhalla back, technical rehearsals, April 2023 here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And here comes another boat. Look at this. In terms of capacity, seems like it's running the same sort of amount of boats as it did before as well. I can't hear anything in terms of fire effects and explosions in there. However, they could just be running the ride system in without effects at the moment. But yeah, really interesting. Of course, we know it's got a new soundtrack. That sounds very different out here at the front. Obviously, a lot of fans of the ride, myself included, were very fond of the drums and the original track. So hopefully we're going to see that featured at some point in the ride, even if it's not all the way through now. Maybe it's more storytelling and we'll have that at the end. I really hope so, because that was a big part of it, the iconic soundtrack.
Powerful, wasn't it? And it built the season going round.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, what an experience just to see this. I mean, seeing them actually sucking the water out the boats is a good sign that we're still going to be getting soaked on this. There we go, literally they are sucking water out of the boats there in the station. So yeah, it's a good sign. The boats look pretty wet. Oh my God, Valhalla. Well, what a rush of excitement, seeing Valhalla testing and knowing that we're going to be riding it within weeks, honestly.
Oh, so exciting.
Amazing. And of course, just made our way into the gift shop here now, Kiss Me Quick, to come and have a look at some of the new merchandise as well. Look at this.
Oh, we've updated the ride model.
Oh, fantastic to see. Here we go. Look at that. I do like the black boats. They look really good. Very sleek, actually, with this on the side as well.
That one now, 'cause I bought
Oh,
the
I know. Wow, it's the classic. Obviously, you've got this just here. You've got the tankard over here as well. Oh, look at all of this stuff. And of course, the hoodie just here, $34.95 just there. But I tell you what, it's really nice on here. I do worry a little bit about the quality on the front, if it might peel or not. I prefer the embroidered stuff, but the pattern's very nice on there. And you got these really nice Big Dipper 100-year water bottles just here as well for $14.95. There we go, they're nice.
Lovely, aren't
There we go, pen and paper down here as well. Yeah, some great new merch. That one there as well. I prefer that one actually up there.
really
Yeah,
nice, that
really sleek, isn't it? Some great new merch as always at
Yeah,
Pleasure
I'm
Beach.
sure there'll be more throughout the season.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so happy to see that. I really am. Back out of the shop then now, and a few more shots just here of Valhalla. Oh, honestly, just to see this today, my day has been made, it really has. My season's been made. What a year. Well, I tell you what an exciting few hours it's been, and just to have that confirmed to us today that Valhalla will open for technical rehearsals in April 2023, just a few weeks away.
It's nice to finally hear that it's finally going to be a reopening.
Honestly, it makes me so happy. Like, when Amanda came on the stage, I was thinking, oh my God, what's she going to say? And obviously she wanted to announce that herself, which I really do like. This has been a tough time for the park with this ride. It's a complex ride, but the fact that finally they can move on with this, few weeks to go, and then of course once them technical rehearsals are complete, the ride will officially open, ready of course for summer and everyone to enjoy this world-class dark ride again. In terms of what we've seen though at today's season launch, it was a great event, very cheesy, very fun, very Blackpool.
I love all like the music and the singing and dancing. It's really good.
It's great, like it's fantastic. Like there's no other theme park in the world that would put on an event quite like that. It was just so glamorous and very Blackpool,
so
and yeah, a little bit of cheese in there. It's right up our street. We loved it. So yeah, it was great to come down here and check it out. Thanks to the park for inviting us down to see it. And of course, yeah, all the events coming up this year. We heard a little bit more about the celebration for Big Dipper's 100th.
That sounds really nice.
And of course, yeah, another evening event that's coming to the park with some 9 o'clock closes as well.
I think that's good to see.
Which is fantastic. But of course, the main event was Valhalla. And in terms of what we've seen of the ride, love the black boats. I think the facade looks really nice. I like the idea they put the little planters out the front there as well now.
Really nice, gives it a bit of character around the area.
Yeah, the queue was never like my favourite part of the experience, just a big cattle pen. So at least now you've kind of got some trees out the front and a bit of landscaping. The awesome epic sign, which looks great as a photo opportunity. And of course all the details are done, like the flags, the painting of the station. It's all come together really nicely. There's only one thing I'm not too keen on the facade, and that's where they've put the wooden boards and blocked in the top section where of course you used to see out. And obviously now we know that's going to be fully closed in. I'm not too keen how they boarded that over.
There might be a reason for it.
Yeah, we'll find out when we're on the ride. I think that would have probably looked better with rocks. And something else that I'm not too sure on yet, but we can't fully judge until we've been on the ride and hear it all, is the soundtrack. Very different. I loved the old Valhalla classic.
From what we've heard, I do prefer the old one, but we don't know until we fully hear it.
We've heard it's a 45-minute loop. They've confirmed that today. We know that it's been done by the same creative that did Icon soundtrack and the big one, and a lot of the Hot Ice music as well.
Oh, I love Hot Ice too.
Yeah, hopefully when we hear the full thing. It was only playing very quietly out some small speakers. When we're on the ride and it's booming, we get the bass as well. You'll feel the more thing of it. But I tell you what we saw as well, that first scene's changed straight away. There's some different bits in there. Maybe there's more changes than we were originally expecting with Valhalla.
I'd like to hope so that we can see some new things. But I need to dust the ponchos out ready for this.
Or the yellow coats.
Many ponchos and the yellow coats.
Definitely. But what a day. I can't believe it. And of course, if you want to see a bit more footage, check out the live stream that we did yesterday on the channel as well, as soon as the announcement had happened and as soon as we saw Valhalla testing. We'll be back here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in just a few days for the, of course, main launch of the season.
Can't wait to get back on Icon.
Really excited to get back on there. We've seen it testing today, back on Icon, back on the other rides, and more Valhalla coverage on the way in the next few weeks. So exciting. That leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you.